Hello, everyone. Welcome to the State Polls 2026 podcast. Today, we are joined by one of the most recognizable political journalists and our columnist, Philip Golingai, who has covered various biggest political events in our country. So welcome. And then
Thanks, Rahimi.
Keith. And he has covered for many, many years major events throughout various government administration. So, today, can you share with us today what is one of the most unforgettable coverage you've done so far?
Okay, for me, any political event lah kan. I think one of the big unforgettable event is the sacking of Anwar as the UMNO Deputy President and also as the Deputy Prime Minister. I think that was like a turning point in Malaysia history, and it's like really, really big event because I think it's the first time that it has happened.
Right.
And then for me, it's the way it happened. And then one of the big event for me was for the first time, I was like covering it in front of Dataran Merdeka, and the Reformasi crowd was like they dominated the street, and they were just like, as a journalist, you're like, wow, my God, they've taken over.
How was the mood like?
Oh, the mood was really big Reformasi. They really wanted change and everything. And then it's quite fun because it was like every Saturday, Sunday, we are tasked to go there. And then it's like cat and mouse game between the Reformasi protester and the FRU.
All right.
So the trick for that one as a journalist is you always be behind the FRU. So when they start spraying the pepper spray and everything, so you're the belakang lah.
Oh,
so you're just like, okay, and then we know roughly. Friends will tell you, hey, Phil, they're going to do it. So you quickly go behind. And then the other interesting thing is, those people yang in front tu, yang Reformasi, then we just look, they're actually SB.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's the biggest, because...
How about Sabah State Post? Can you share some reason one? Is there any interesting?
Okay. Sabah ni kan, because first of all, I'm Sabahan. Okay. So for Sabah ni, whenever I write, I always use the word the wild east. Sabah ni macam, how to say, anything can happen.
Okay.
Macam kawan can jadi lawan, lawan can jadi kawan. So for me, it's like really big festival and everything. And then in terms of mood, I feel, but maybe I'm biased because I'm Sabahan. First is if you cover election, I think the most fun one is Sabah. I'll explain why. Number 2 will be Sarawak. It has that Sarawaknya flavor. Then Peninsula Malaysia a bit stayed lah. Okay. The main reason for Sabah is because there's this Aramaiti element. Aramaiti is more like let's be merry. So there's a certain special brew during election and everything, and then it makes people quite high in politics. So the mood is more fun, and then it's all the intrigues that are happening. Like while the election is on, you know that somebody will betray somebody, or on that night of election, somebody will betray you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then the night before the appointment of the CM, it's very heated, right?
Oh, that one we are clever enough to know. Park ourselves near the Istana, park ourselves next to the CMs, and that night something will happen.
Okay, wow, amazing. And how do you compare covering Sabah, Sarawak, and also the Peninsula? Is there any other differences?
The difference, I think, in Peninsula Malaysia is, first of all, we're very mostly urbanized. Okay, so in terms of movement, it's quite easy to reach. Like from one seat to the other seat is very fast. For example, like just say you cover Kinabatangan. Just say you're my boss, you're my editor. Say, Phil, go and cover Kinabatangan now.
Right.
Then I'm like, okay, for me to reach Kinabatangan is like, I think if you drive maybe 10 hours, 12 hours, and then to cover the whole Kinabatangan, it's like just say at one place, just say Bukit Garam, to go to the other place, it might takes you a few hours, a few days. So that's one difference. The other day when we were covering Johor, change a bit. We were covering Melaka.
Okay.
You're from Melaka.
Yes.
So
that's a big difference.
Okay. See whether you agree with me. Melaka ni kan, we were in a car and then we did it in one day. The whole the whole state.
Maybe not.
Lebih kurang we did the whole state.
Yeah.
Macam very senang. So I think in terms of it's the geography itself.
Okay.
Yeah, geography. And also they're urbanized, so you can't really see people macam you have to go if even like during campaigning ni, this Johor ni,
Right.
look at them, they're actually going to going to towns, meeting people,
Right.
small places, etc. lah. So it's more compact actually, easier actually to campaign.
That's right. So in terms of campaign, right? So do you think Sabah is more hands-on or?
Sabah ni, to be a bit cynical kan. Yeah, it's hands-on, people very relaxed. And then also we're not that toxic actually. It is more like actually it's like my saudara versus that saudara. Like in the last election I covered in Moyong.
Okay.
We had an election I think in November. Yeah, November we had. It's like everybody saudara there. So nothing personal. Right. Okay, so it's like very family event and everything.
Okay.
So so it's more very very relaxed.
I see. Okay.
Wait, except on the night itself, then something will happen.
Oh, really?
Especially rural area, you can see people smiling lah.
Already, sir?
Yeah, because I think they call it duit tambang.
Okay. So, back to Johor. Okay, what can you share with us some observations for this Johor polls?
Okay, Johor is very interesting actually.
Oh, okay.
Not because the last election was Sabah, kan? Sabah was Sabah. The result I think is very uniquely Sabah.
Right.
But this Johor ni, although it's a state election, Johor ni, but it will have some impact in the federal government. So it's not only like just say I'm from KL and say itu Johor ni election, it doesn't concern me.
Oh, okay.
Because you see, look at it, you have one big party.
Okay.
Coalition, that is Barisan Nasional. The other one is Pakatan Harapan. Both of them are in the Madani government. And then both of them are going solo against each other.
Right.
So it's very interesting for me is I look at more in terms of the dynamic. What will happen?
Right.
What will happen to this Madani government?
Right.
So I think that's really for us lah. Although it's a Johor election, but it will affect us.
Oh, okay. Do you see any coalition leading now?
Oh, coalition leading now. It looks like okay. But I have to be very careful about prediction because I thought Japan will win the World Cup. I was like, okay, yeah, Japan win the World Cup. A bit sakit hati. They were leading 1-0 and they lost 2-1 against Brazil. So now I'm questioning my ability to predict.
Okay.
But I think France will win it lah. So now you ask me that question. Most probably BN will win Bergaya. Menang Bergaya.
Menang Bergaya.
Meaning,
why is that, sir?
It looks like Johor ni, it's well, good question. Okay. Johor looks like it's UMNO dominated.
Okay.
And also it looks like they will want BN to remain as the state government. So the question is not that it's not a federal election. The Johorians, they are not voting for a federal government. So maybe if they were voting for the federal government, it will have been a different mindset. But this mindset is it's a state government and it looks like they're very comfortable, happy with the success of Johor. Johor now is one of the in terms of FDI and everything, one of the biggest state in Malaysia. So I think that's one big factor.
I see. Do you think that bread and butter issue is still the key topic for this Johor election?
I think maybe not. I think it's more like, I think from what I see, yes, things are tight and everything, but it looks like it's a very more of an emotional election. Yes, true. Bread and butter is very important, but I think for people it's more, I don't want that particular coalition to win. I want this coalition to win. So yes, betul, our tummy or stomach do decide.
Right.
But I think people know that roughly life is the same because it's still the federal government, it's still the state. So it's more that who I like and who I don't like. I think it's a very, at the moment, I think it's emotional.
Emotional, okay. You think it's getting heated now, days before the polling day?
I think now belum lagi. Yeah, tapi you're right. I think we wait. Normally election ni, the first week will be a bit, people quiet, like tak exciting and everything. Although, but we can see already lah, bickering here and there. Somebody said cabar okay, you nak resign lah. But I think next week that will be kali 10 lah.
Right.
So it will be heated, and then I think tense because the stakes are very high. And then we look at as we go into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then yes, it will be much more heated. Lagi menarik lah.
And then in terms of there are talks about Dr. Mazli and also the MB having a debate. Do you think that's a good culture to have?
Oh, this debate thing.
Yes.
Actually, I've been thinking about it.
Okay.
I was thinking about it. Like, okay, if just say I was a politician, which I'm not, but I was thinking, hey, if I'm a politician, people chabar you to debate.
Okay.
So the interesting thing about debate ni is you're judged as an MB just based on debating.
Okay.
So what happens if I'm not good in debating and then that person looks good?
Right.
So sometimes I think it's unfair. So if you're not, you shouldn't be judged by you're just good in debate, because I think we all know that some people are good in talking.
Correct.
So do we vote for somebody who's good in talking? So I was thinking hard about that also. I was thinking, should he take the challenge?
Correct.
But then I thought, no, you should just be, you judge me macam total, my performance. This is what I do. Not because of one mistake I make during a debate, ataupun one great what. And then usually for me, I see it, if the yang pencabar tu is the one yang trailing.
Okay.
Dia nak kalah. So sometimes you better don't rock the boat. If you're leading, you just relax. Just don't fall into the trap. And then that person yang losing tu, they need to increase a bit of momentum, put pressure, and then try to see whether the opponent make a mistake. So for me, I'm not a fan of debate.
Okay.
Although as a journalist, yes, I'm a fan. But I was thinking of future job as a politician, which I'm not. I'm not.
Okay. How about the Negri Sembilan polls? What are the things that we need to observe?
Okay, Negri Sembilan poll is, I think we can get the hint from, it's all macam connected actually.
Right.
Okay, now we look at Johor. Johor ni nampak macam this secret pact ataupun not so secret pact between just say PAS and then UMNO, which is I think brokered by Wawasan.
Okay,
at the moment we tengok macam tu, and then it's very interesting that PAS has said you undi anything, but you can what did they say? Undi UMNO pun boleh kan? Which is
not something new. Something different.
I think like 3 years. I mean, if they had a real fight gun, they will not even say that to your opponent. So that is already indication that PAS ni yes, there might be some pack or something. So Johor, you nampak macam softening of the ground, and then the best will be we wait for Negri. That's why I can't wait for Negri for their nomination. That is July 18 kan?
Right, correct. Yes.
Okay, so July 18 ni we tengok how many seats in Negri?
About.
Okay, so
get back to,
so we see out of all those seats, how many seats will BN take? Will they take all solo for all, or suddenly ada some seat that they don't contest? So if that happen, then it will show that there's a pact between them and Perikatan, and then there's no pact between them and their current ally in the federal government. So Negri is really interesting. And then maybe now Negri, it's become more interesting because at the moment it's a 50-50 seat.
Oh, okay.
Although at the moment it's dominated by Pakatan Harapan.
Right.
Pakatan Harapan is the king of Negri Sembilan. But it depends. If there is a certain coalition, depending on the electoral pact, it might be no longer 50-50. So it's a more exciting election.
Right. So are you saying that these two elections is a foreshadow for a Muafakat Nasional 2.0?
Oh, okay. This is need to be careful on this one. I thought about that also. But you know, this funny thing about politician is, see whether you agree with me. Before G15, I thought there will be a Muafakat Nasional. That is UMNO and PAS, and then a bit of that time Bersatu kan. I thought all three will combine to go against Pakatan Harapan.
Right.
That from my recollection. But then something happened. UMNO gaduh pula with PAS, so PAS decided to be with Perikatan Nasional. Then it became a three-way fight.
Right.
So it was Pakatan Harapan versus BN versus Perikatan Nasional. So at that time, if you ask me the same time, around that time, I would have said, yes, Muafakat will be the coalition. So, but sometimes things happen in politics because it's very fluid. So there's no guarantee, I think, that there is a Muafakat Nasional. Because along the way, ego comes. Yeah.
Do you think that there will be any surprises during?
Okay. Yesterday I was having some chat. And then it seems some seats that you thought, I won't name the
seats.
But, yeah, you thought that this party will definitely win because when you look at their majority, macam
sure win. Okay.
But it seems maybe the voters in that area might what. So I think there will be a bit of they might that might be the big surprise, and maybe it's because of this lady. She didn't stand. So I give you a hint lah. There's a lady. She was not fielded by her party because the party asked her to go to another seat. So it seems this particular seat is very interesting.
Why is that, sir?
Because mungkin although her party has won it, it's their stronghold, but it might jatuh. So yeah,
interesting.
Don't ask me more.
Okay. And how about Negri? Do you think there will be also surprises? Maybe some swap from the federal leaders or coming to the state, or what's your thinking about that?
That one, Anthony Locke, he's going to contest, so he's one big federal Then the talk is maybe Mahtasan is there kan? He's the state guy. So those are, and then baru-baru they also become leader kan? Okay, so it's quite interesting.
The dynamics.
Yeah, both might be leading the PH campaign and everything. So a bit of, either wayang or what, but maybe a bit of bad blood. So it's interesting to see the dynamics.
So it's very fluid now, right, sir?
Yes.
So does that reflect, do you think that our GE16 will be more fluid than this?
Okay, G16 is at the moment, I think it depends on what happened in Johor, how well BN does and how bad PH does, or vice versa. Then it depends also on what happened to Negri, whether there is a electoral pact between technically enemies in the federal level, if they combined, and then we will see next will be Melaka, your state, and then also Sarawak. So it looks like when I talk among my friends, it looks like GE16 is very close. Some people say after budget or end of the what. But I ask you, so what from your sources, what do they tell you?
I think could stretch even longer.
Longer as what do you mean?
Maybe full term.
Okay, what's the reasoning?
Maybe because I think mostly they say it's about the outcome of these two elections also lah. So they're waiting for what's going to happen, and they might extend until the very end.
Okay, interesting. But if I was a politician, I better be ready now.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, it can happen like that.
Okay. So back to Johor and Negri Sembilan. Do you think that for coverage, in terms of coverage, do you think political coalition should name their poster boys?
Wow, that's a interesting question then. For me, I think to be fair to the voters, they should know who their Menteri Besar is. However, what happened in the last Johor election is a poster boy was named and then he didn't become MB. So now people do not, they don't have faith whether this person is a poster boy or not.
Right.
And then the other funny thing also, they are turning other people into poster boys.
That's true.
Like this election is about Najib, even as Zahid SPM and everything.
Yes.
So for me is because I like poster boys.
Okay.
I like to know who's my MB. But the funny thing is sometimes voters doesn't really care, right? Because this is not a presidential election. But yeah, so they vote because of that candidate or how they feel at that time. So sometimes the poster boy become irrelevant. Plus I think they have already seen that it has happened before, that you name is something like barang yang order and barang yang sampai is
different. Yes. Okay. I understand. So in terms of your coverage in the Sabah polls, right, sir? So do you think at that time did they name any MB candidate, CM candidate?
Okay, that one quite clear.
Okay.
Very clear. Warisan is for Shafiq.
Okay.
You know Shafiq become the Ketua Menteri. And then that time GRS is very clear. It is Haji G. So for BN diam.
Oh, nothing else.
Because it's not nothing. They're not their name because it will become an issue. So technically 1, 2, 3 kan the three major party. So at that time ada. So people knew who they were voting, who eventually, if the coalition win or the party win, will become the CM.
Oh, okay. And then do you still think that this state polls, is there still the Malay, green wave now, or do you feel it's different sentiment?
Oh, okay. See,
Feeling it all together.
when you say green wave is very interesting because PAS is only contesting in how many 11
yes.
11 seats kan, and that pun PN which is seen previously as a coalition, the green wave coalition. They're not going fully into this, so it doesn't look like a green wave thing. Plus, don't forget, Johor is not a green wave
State.
It's not a green state. It's a at the moment blue state kan. So for me, I don't see the green wave coming in. Green wave has, I think it's color spectrum kan. Yang green tu like your baju now kan. Oh yeah, your baju now is from green. It can fade kan. It's getting to blue. I think it's more blue.
Okay.
Blue wave, darker blue lah.
Okay, interesting. Also, Bersatu, they have said that they are using both sides are same. I mean, in terms of PAS and Bersatu, there's some issue with the Perikatan logo. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think our voters care because if they see a PN now, what do they think?
Yeah, I think it's in terms of narrative is very confusing, and you also don't know. Like, okay, is PAS with Bersatu or is Bersatu with PAS, but both are Perikatan?
Right.
I think it's quite confusing for the what. That's why most pollster, they give them technically 0. Perikatan, which is light blue, right?
Right.
Light blue will most probably get 0. So yeah.
All right. Okay. Just this some quick fire round. Okay. During your Sabah state polls election, which one had the most interesting speech? You think?
Paling
interesting. Yes.
Okay. Not per se speech lah, but statement and everything. The normal, the usual. For me, it's the late Bung Mokhtar. I think I don't have to explain,
Right.
because he's a colorful character, and then it's sad that he has
Passed away. Yeah.
passed away. So he is always for journalists, I think like you also what
They had times.
who should I call to get good quotes, and it's always Bung. So Bung was like, for me, was the guy lah.
Okay. How about Johor? Do you have any very outstanding leader now?
Young from me, from what appear, I think the one that but it's a bit in a negative way.
Okay.
I feel it's Masli is the one that keep on coming up, but it's very negative. Like that day, I didn't know that he was an actor, so I was like watching. I thought, hey, is this AI or what? And then his acting was very interesting because he used the word, what is it? Apam Basha or something.
Okay.
So they call him Apam Balik. So they call him Apam Malik.
Oh my God.
So I feel that he's having a very negative campaign. So that's the one that I always see. And then the other one will be On. On is what is more positive. You can see that he's there. And then the third one, and guess who? He's not contesting, tapi he always he's not contesting, but he is, and then he's contesting, his party is contesting 15 seats, but he keep on appearing on my FB. Guess who?
Who was that?
Rafizi.
Oh dear. Oh, he on appearing on your
Rafizi is like always there. I always see bersama. I become very yellow.
Right.
So he's
the Kacil Party.
Yeah, the Kacil Party. So these are the 1, 2, 3 that are making me awake at night.
Okay, in terms of now talking about technology and campaigning, do you think AI has transformed our campaigning? Because from your experience.
When you look at AI, yes, it makes it easier to create poster and everything.
Okay.
But I think the voters are clever enough that they know AI is AI. So I think in the end, I think the especially the young generation, the Gen Z, they want to see you as you.
Right.
You can make mistake. They want to see the real.
The real you, yes.
Yes. So for me, on FB or even TikTok, you want to see a candidate talking.
Right.
And then they see the real you. Although I think one politician made a mistake. He did an IRL, which I found out is in real life. In real life, like macam he jalan and everything. And then he did. I think the cameraman didn't know.
Oh, live.
Yeah, live. Their live kan. They showed him vaping.
Oh dear.
So then so he showed himself lah. Tapi I think was not good messaging lah. I think a bit of mistake by that particular politician with the yellow color.
Understand. Yes, because some candidates, they have like thousands and thousands of followers on like various social media platforms. So do you think most of does that translate to votes?
Okay, I terbalikkan a bit your question.
Okay.
Syed Saddiq has, I think, one of the highest followers.
Right.
But Muda is not using his star or his social media influence.
Right.
So that one is a bit strange, but maybe it's because he's waiting for his court case to what. But yeah, I do think that when you have followers, it will help you in terms of votes.
Okay. Okay. Before we finish, can you describe a few words of the political scene into the 2026?
2006. How many
How do you
words?
describe any?
Okay, for me, I find word. First of all, it's very fluid. Very fluid because like you think this is what happening, what is going to happen. Like people will tell me, Phil, this is what will happen. Tap. Then it doesn't happen. Then it's not you. Actually I really learned this during the Anwar when he was sacked. It's like you correct me,
Okay.
What do you call this? Manusia merancang, Tuhan okay.
Tuhan,
Yeah. You can decide everything. You can
plan everything.
Yeah.
But God will decide.
Yeah, God will decide. So actually that's the theme. It's not only 2026. When you look at who became PM or how things happen, like you know, I do listen, they want to do A, B, C, then you're like, wow. And then you write about it. But then actually Z happens. So in the end, you can plan. You as a politician, you can plan. And then if God decides that he has a different plan, you're out actually. So I think being fluid is I think it's the what you call this? The Malaysian politics word of 2026.
Yes, I agree with you. Okay, I think thank you, Philip, for today. Okay, thank you everyone for following us. If you enjoyed today's episode, please follow us at our official site, The Star Online. Thank you so much.